The assassin notices that the cargo hasn't been delivered properly, and Noor asks if he was the one who ordered the delivery. The assassin informs him that he's just a hired hand and wonders if he's the one who did this to the dragon. The assassin admits that he did and apologizes for it. The assassin is confused by this apology and clarifies that his only business is with the kid that Nora has with him. The assassin explains he's there to take the kid home, and Nora is glad to see him coming for Rollo. The assassin mentions this will get him a lot of money, and he tries to attack Rollo, but Noor parries the attack. Surprised by this, Noor asks him what he's doing. The assassin tells him that he's in his way and asks him to just hand over the demon folk. Noor wonders if the assassin is talking about Rollo, but he doesn't care about his name and states that delivering his corpse will earn him a lot of money. Noor is shocked to hear this, and the assassin attacks again. Noor blocks and keeps defending himself. The assassin says he could also bring Rollo in alive and let his employer kill him, but it would be a hassle. The assassin tries to go after Rollo again, but Noor parries his attack, and Lynn can't see what's happening in the fast-paced battle. Inez tells her to stay behind her at all costs. The assassin thinks Noor is strange and attacks again, but Noor parries once more. The assassin continues his assault, and Noor keeps blocking. The assassin considers Noor a pain and decides to aim for his head first. He charges with a full power attack, and Noor blocks. The force of the attack sends Noor flying, but he manages to stop himself. He can't fathom how the assassin can deliver such heavy blows with such small knives. He thinks that the assassin is swinging as hard as the cow he faced earlier, and one of the assassin's knives breaks. The assassin replaces it with another, and Noor parries his volley of attacks. He thinks he's barely protecting Rollo by relying on his instincts, and knows the assassin will overpower him soon. The assassin is surprised that Noor can stand up to him for so long, and Lynn can feel the force of his attacks, even from far away. Inez shields her with a barrier and tells her to step back because it's dangerous. She thinks there's only one man who wears an outfit like this, and reveals it's a former S-ranked adventurer named Deadman Zadu. Inez recalls interrupting the meeting of the 6 sovereigns some time ago, and Gilbert asked why she left her guard post. She explained she found something strange while on duty and said it's an unresolved case, but it's ongoing even though the target is deceased. Dandal told her to ignore it and mentioned that the target has been declared dead to the public, but is still alive. Sig realized he was talking about Deadman Zadu, who became an S-ranked adventurer at a young age and later an S-ranked target. Hearing this, Gilbert got interested and wondered if they wanted him to handle this guy. Six stopped him, and Gilbert was surprised that this guy was strong enough to intimidate the 6 sovereigns. He tried to find out who he was, but Inez stopped him. Mayan said Zatu was too dangerous. Karu mentioned there was no merit in hunting him down now, and since Gilbert was interested, Okun explained that Zadam mastered ancient dwarven alchemy and earned the title of Dragon Slayer at 13. His skills gained recognition, and his fame spread to distant lands. He climbed to the top among adventurers, and Gilbert thinks he sounds like a legend from fairy tales. Inez wondered how someone like that became an S-ranked target. Sig mentioned that Zadu didn't always use his skills for good, and that the information should be in the report she found. Inez then noticed he killed 36 members of the Sorenza trading company, and Gilbert couldn't believe he killed regular folks. Sane explained that many in the guild wanted his license revoked, but he significantly contributed by single-handedly defeating disaster-class monsters, so the guild couldn't agree. Sig revealed that he would accept any commission without discrimination if it paid well, disregarding common sense and history. He said the most extreme example was him destroying an entire nation. Zadu wiped out the military of a nation, as if they were goblins, and massacred their royal family. This made people realize he had no concept of right and wrong, making him an S-ranked target. Inez said countless adventurers challenged him for the bounty on his head, but it only resulted in corpses and a growing reward. The guild declared him dead to prevent more casualties, leading to his moniker, Deadman Zadu. During the intense fight with Noor, Zadu breaks yet another knife and can't believe that Noor has already shattered most of his collection. Noor apologizes, explaining it happened because Zadu initiated the attack. Zadu assures him there's no blame and admits he can understand mithril weapons breaking, but not Orichalcum and Dragon Tusk. Noor offers to compensate for the damage, but Zadu finds both Noor and his sword very strange, determined to end this now. Zadu tosses the cross he's carrying into the air, which transforms into multiple silver crosses. Ines recognizes it as a lethal weapon capable of causing massive destruction, while Zadu taunts Noor, saying he can break as many as he wants since they can always be remade. Zadu targets Rollo with the silver crosses. Noor deflects most of them, but can't stop them all and uses his body to shield Rollo. Ines observes this and realizes Noor won't last long this way. Though she wants to help, she hesitates, knowing her primary duty is to ensure Lynn's safe escape from the country. Torn between her duty and her desire to assist Noor, she seeks Lynn's permission to intervene. Lynn grants it. As Noor struggles to deflect the silver crosses, Ines rushes to his aid with her shield, launching an attack on Zadu, who easily dodges. She reiterates that her duty is to protect Lynn, and for this reason, she cannot let Noor die. Apologizing for her delayed assistance, Ines is thanked by Noor for saving him. Ines uses her shields offensively again, but Zadu slips through her attacks. Noor is impressed by Ines' skills, but notes that Zadu is adept at evading her shields. Ines suggests they break the stalemate by focusing on defense, asking Noor to take on the offensive role. Noor considers the speed of the silver crosses, comparing them to fast birds he's encountered before. He spots the broken claws of a toad nearby and instructs Ines to lower part of her barrier on his signal. Trusting his plan, Ines complies. Noor enhances his right arm and hurls the toad's claws at the silver crosses, destroying some of them. Pleased with the success, Noor continues the attack, using the same strategy to eliminate more crosses. As they near victory, Zadu suddenly targets Ines, but Noor manages to intercept the attack just in time. Zadu, surprised by Noor's ability to parry, is shocked to see his adamantite knife break. Frustrated, Zadu launches another attack, but Noor parries it again and asks him to stop with a surprise attack. Zadu is puzzled by Noor's skills and the peculiar nature of his sword. He wonders how Noor can see and deflect his attacks so effectively, but Noor simply claims he manages somehow. Deciding not to waste any more weapons, Zadu mentions an upcoming grand festival in the capital, but states that after this incident, he's no longer interested in attending. Ines inquires for more details, but Zadu only knows it's supposed to be significant. Before departing, he tells Noor that he's an oddity, and that he's met many strange individuals, but none like him. He warns the demon folk to count themselves lucky for being spared and launches one final surprise attack at Noor. Noor blocks it effortlessly, and Zadu disappears in a cloud of black smoke. Lynn recalls Zadu mentioning a festival in the capital and expresses her interest. Noor suggests they should head back, but Rollo is hesitant. Noor assures Rollo they won't take him to Mitra, but to the capital instead. Rollo warns them not to go, citing rumors of a terrifying monster expected to attack the capital, more dangerous than the Black Dragon of Death. Noor is taken aback, and Lynn, concerned, insists they return immediately. Noor agrees, but Ines refuses to escort them back, revealing her orders from Rain to escort Lynn out of the capital. Lynn understands her brother's intentions, but believes running away won't solve anything. She insists on returning to the capital to warn of the impending danger. Ines agrees to return, provided Lynn stays by her side throughout the journey. Noor asks Rollo about his plans, offering to part ways if he prefers not to join them. Rollo decides to accompany them, acknowledging his people's role in the situation. Noor sympathizes with the demon folk's plight, though Lin suspects he's merely disappointed about missing out on tasting the poisonous toad. The scene shifts to the group traveling back to the capital. Lin is uncertain, but takes comfort in being with a man who defeated the Black Dragon of Death and held his own against Dedmanzadeh. She understands her duty as a princess is to ensure this heroic figure reaches the capital safely, even at the risk of her life. She instructs Anise to proceed swiftly, and Anise complies. Meanwhile, in the capital, Rain surveys the aftermath of a recent battle. Dalkin reports that most citizens have been evacuated to the town square, and that the 6 sovereigns helped fend off the enemy's ambush. Rain, though relieved, remains vigilant, anticipating further attacks. He suspects the enemy might exploit their weakened state and launch another major assault. Rain ponders which direction the next attack will come from, and even considers the possibility of an aerial assault. Dalkin assures him that the Hunter Corps found no flying beasts, but Rain notices a distortion above the clouds, casting a spell to unveil the mystery. He's horrified to discover it's the legendary Dragon of Calamity. This brings an end to our episode.